Hey everyone, welcome back to the Weekly Awakening podcast. This is your host, Cosmic Colleen, back with another weekly astrology update. And it is the week of the 4th of July, 2024. How did we get here already? We are 6 months into 2024, which is what we're really going to be talking about and focusing on with this new moon in Cancer that is happening Friday, July 5th. I just got back from vacation, so I did not have an episode last week. And I went down and had a big, giant family vacation. My sister lives on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, about 45 minutes outside New Orleans, but smack dab between Alabama, the Florida Panhandle. It's a very, very interesting place down there. I love to visit. I wouldn't want to live there, but I love to visit. It's super chill, laid back, and believe it or not, I don't know if I said it on last week's episode or 2 weeks ago, it had been 10 years since all of us were together. My mom, my brother, my sister, and I can't even believe it. Time flies, especially you have kids, you have marriages, my brother lives in North Hollywood, Los Angeles, my sister lives down there, I live up here. My mom is down there for now until we kind of figure out some next steps with her, just because everything is flat, and it's just kind of wild, but we had an amazing time, and I am truly so grateful. I just keep saying that and praying that, like, holy shit, I am so grateful for the trip that we had together, and I can't even believe it. And do you know what's so funny is this is the second time it happened to me. On the way back when we were flying out of New Orleans, super early, our flight was like on Monday at like 5:30 in the morning, I ran into two of my clients, a husband and wife client who were getting on. We didn't see each other when we were standing there, ahead at the time, but I sat first on the plane. And then when they came in, I was like, hello. They were like, hello. How weird is that? It's literally the second time. The last time it happened a year ago when I was in Costa Rica. So isn't that strange? I tell you, I run into clients everywhere I go. I don't mind it though. But here is what we missed a little bit, which I'll talk about. This is going to be kind of a quick episode, just a little bit happening this week. But what we missed is, when I was gone last week, is Saturn retrograding in Pisces. And Saturn's at 19 degrees right now, and it will retrograde the whole way back to 12 degrees. And it ends its retrograde on November 15th. And thank God, just 12 degrees, because that means it's not going back to conjunct my Mars or square my Sun, because I am over that. And then Mercury moved into Leo until July 25th. So again, next week I'll have a little more detailed episodes about those things. But today I just kind of want to come on and jump on and make a quick episode about the new moon in Cancer. Friday, July 5th. 6:57 p.m. East Coast time. I'm really enjoying this new moon. It's going to be calm, cool, and refreshing. Instead of like the stormy seas of the ocean, we're going to look at a nice, calm, like the Gulf Coast water, where it's warm and you're just floating around and nothing is moving and there's no sharks around you. That is what this new moon is going to feel like in an emotional way. So calm, cool, collected, and refreshing. This new moon will bring us an emotional balance that we're going to need for the rest of the month. I think the rest of the month in August gets a little bit heated. You could say that, but this week I think kind of helps us bring our emotions back into balance. Remember, we're in Cancer season now, like I talked about. So if you missed the episode 2 weeks ago about talking about Cancer season, go back and listen, because when we move from Gemini season of thinking, we move into Cancer season of feeling and of our emotions. And this new moon is about balancing out our emotions as well as feeling our emotions. So one of the things that are going to be happening is Mars in Taurus. We still got Mars in Taurus for now, where it's not totally happy. Mars is in Taurus until, let me double check. Oh, July 20th, then it moves into Gemini. Yay. And it will be sextiling Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So there is those two having Saturn and Mars, the two uproars, you could say, of tumultuous emotions. Those two guys are going to be sextiling. So they're going to be kind of working together and in slight harmony, kind of like the nature of Venus with the sextile, the nature of Venus. So I think that also adds to the calm, cool, collected new moon that I'm talking about. So I want to have some nice reflection here, and that's what I really want to talk about with this new moon. Because, like I said, we are 6 months now into 2024. So let's go back to January of 2024, from the start of the new moon that we had in Capricorn. Besides just the new moon in Capricorn, what other New Year's resolutions or, what were your goals for the year? Or what was your word for the year? I chose the word unbothered. And boy, the universe definitely gave me some chest there to be unbothered. I really like to be, I think I'm at like a 60 to 70% level of unbothered, and I want to get to like a 90, 100. And the universe brought me several tests that while I was in the test, I was like, damn it, I knew that this is happening, so I am unbothered, right? Like I just had this feeling like, so I am unbothered. So how do I learn to be in this situation I'm in right now and become unbothered? Because that's how we learn things, when we're in the situation. And when we practice self-awareness, we can become self-aware in the situation, even if we don't always act right about it or respond right about it. There is something that's really important about having that self-awareness within the moment. Again, even if you still act out, you're getting the self-awareness in the moment. And there were many times where I was like, shit, okay, I'm bothered. And afterwards, sometimes during, but afterwards I was reflecting of like, let's dive deep into that I'm bothered. Why was I triggered? How did I move? How did I let that ocean wave, swoop me under? So if you had your word, if you had your goal, how did it show up? Did the word show up? Did the word you chose, did that sort of action show up time and time again? Like you had to learn the lesson there, or maybe you weren't quite ready for it, or did it show up great and you're 6 months into it and you mastered it, or at least came close to mastering it, or you've accomplished a lot of your goals. So that's what we're going to be reflecting on. And with this new moon, we're not going to be really reflecting on the actions. We're going to be reflecting on our feelings over the last 6 months about what had occurred and what we have occurred. That's the wrong word. You know what I mean? What we have accomplished. I'm sorry. It's early. Okay, so what did we learn about our emotions? What did we learn about our feelings? Again, these are some things I want you to reflect on. You can just reflect as you listen to this podcast or write it down. Again, over these 6 months, what did we learn about our emotions? What did we learn about our feelings? What did we learn about our triggers? What were some, for lack of a better word, what were some good feelings? What were some bad feelings? What triggered the good feelings? What triggered the bad feelings? And did your feelings get in the way of you accomplishing your goals, of you accomplishing and living out the word of the year? Did your feelings get in the way? Because remember, feelings are not facts. Feelings are very important, but sometimes we can become so overwhelmed because different personalities take over when we're in an emotional state. So did your feelings get in the way of any of your goals? Did it stop you? Were you able to persevere past those feelings? What feelings have you gained? Did you gain any new feelings for a person, place, for yourself? Maybe something was triggered you never saw in yourself. And what do you feel now when you reflect over these last 6 months? That's really the important one. Here we are 6 months into this. What do you reflect on? How do you feel over these last 6 months? What are you feeling? Are you feeling great? Are you seeing the storms that you overturned, that you accomplished? Or are you kind of feeling still a little stuck? Like, maybe my emotions kept me stuck and I really didn't accomplish everything that I wanted to. With this new moon in Cancer, there will be freedom in our emotions. There will be emotional reflection during this new moon. But again, this emotional reflection isn't going to feel super heavy. It's going to feel freer, lighter, or important. Like even if it feels slightly heavy, it's going to be kind of one of those important heavies that you are releasing. So we can expect emotional expressiveness, which will be great. We're just going to be able to freely express our emotions, maybe to someone else or just within ourselves. A freedom to feel, understand our feelings a little bit more. Intuitive, is going to be on heightened, but not be super lost. So again, intuitive, but not lost. With this new moon, we are going to focus our reflections. Again, we always do a practice, a ritual, a meditation, but more so I want to reflect again on the questions I had just brought up, but also what makes you feel good? What makes you feel good? Like those true, genuine good feelings, not the superficial ones, not the temporary ones, not the ones that alter your state very quickly and then crash you down. What are some genuine things that make you feel good? And do that with this new moon. Do that this weekend. Cater to your emotions. Don't push them away. Cater to them. But like I said, it's going to be a lighter emotional hold, not so much of a hard emotional hold. This would be a time to, like, if you want to process your emotion, cry to your favorite song. I love those country songs to cry to. Cry to your favorite song. Write an emotional letter that you don't send. I mean, that has helped me so much when I needed to get something out, is writing a letter of everything I feel towards someone or something, but don't mail it out. Rip it up. Burn it. Have a ritual with it. And be present with your feelings, okay? We're driving this baby. We are driving this machine, but we got to figure out the mechanics of our machine. We got to figure out the mind, body, and soul. And so each season of the astrology world, that's what we're figuring out. And in Cancer season, we're figuring out the emotional drive. So be present with what you're feeling. Have a little notebook and just jot that down in each moment, okay? When you feel something, we all feel it in our stomach and our heart. When you feel something happen, write down that feeling. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling happy. I can tell you right now, this morning, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going back to the salon after being on vacation for 10 days, which and I had like a little bit of a break, like a 1-day break between, which I don't always do. And so that was really great. I'm feeling this morning excited. I'm excited to go into the salon. I'm feeling excited to see my clients. I'm feeling excited and a little bit creative again. Like every time I go on vacation, I get like a creative uptick, something inside me sort of, and I think that's what's so important about vacations or even small or big trips. I feel like renewed again. However, I am fucking itchy. I got sun poisoning, which if you know me, I got it 4 years ago in Key West. And since then, little bouts of it comes up, and I do put suntan lotion, but when I'm in the sun, like I am down south for 9 days, I forget to put suntan lotion from the car to the house, things like that. And my sun poisoning pops out. It's really annoying. I have a steroid cream, but it's very uncomfortable and annoying, but I love the sun. So I'm fucking still going out in the sun. By the end of the time at the beach and stuff, I had to wear one of those UV shirts. But besides that, I'm happy and I'm itchy. Again, this was a quick episode. It's been, this week is kind of a lighter week, and I just got home and I'm feeling like I still got a lot of shit to do, so next week will be a little bit of a longer episode. But I hope everyone has a beautiful new moon. I hope that everyone feels emotionally refreshed, emotionally renewed, because this is the 6-month mark of 2024. And this is when we check in again with our emotions, not just our goals, our emotions. And if you don't feel emotionally renewed, I suggest you focus on this new moon and find ways to feel emotionally renewed. And that's going to be through being happy or finding what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy. Do that. I love you all. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful new moon. And I hope it's the perfect emotional reset that you have been looking for. Have a great day.